Hello, dear student. Myself, Dr. Surekha Jaiswal, Head Department of Physics, Moreshwar Arts, Science and Commerce College, Bhukardan, District Jalna. Today we will see General Electronic, paper code number PHY 205, paper number 11, semester 4. Today's contents are Junction Field Effect Transistor, JFET, N channel JFET, P channel JFET, principle and working of JFET, output characteristic of JFET. Now field effect transistor. We know a bipolar junction transistor BJT is a current control device. That is, output characteristic of the device are controlled by base current and not by base voltage. However, in a field effect transistor FET, the output characteristics are controlled by input voltage, that is electric field, and not by input current. This is probably the biggest difference between BJT and FET. There are two basic types of field effect transistors: junction field effect transistor JFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor MOSFET. A junction field effect transistor is a three-terminal device, semiconductor device, in which current conduction is by one type of carrier, that is electron or hole. FET is three-terminal device as shown in figure, which uses the electric field to control the flow of current through the device and is very useful in many applications. In fact, today most of the integrated circuits, including the computers, and are designed using these FETs. So the three terminal of the FET are known as seen figure, that is gate, drain and source. These are the three terminal of FET. So in FET, the current used to flow between the drain and source terminal, and this current can be controlled by applying the voltage between the gate and the source terminal. So these applied voltage generate the electric field within the device, and by controlling the flow of current through the device. So basically in this FET, by controlling the electric field, we can control the flow of current, and that is why it is known as field effect transistor. So the FET is the voltage control device. That means the input voltage between the gate and source terminal control the output current. On the other hand, BJT, it is a current control device where the input base current control the output collector current. So this is the one of the difference between FET and BJT. Also, FET, field effect transistor, is unipolar device, while BJT is bipolar device. BJT relies on the two types of charges, the free electron and the holes, but the operation of FET relies on either hole or electrons. Also, FET and BJT is that the input impedance of the FET is very high, and due to that they are used as a buffer amplifier in many applications. FETs are smaller in size compared to BJT, and that's why they are commonly used in the integrated circuit. Also, power consumption of FET is less than BJT, bipolar junction transistor. So, used in many high power application as well as in the computing application. In fact, the path through which these charge carriers flows is known as the channel, and if this channel is made up of n-type semiconducting, then the FET is known as n channel and n channel FET, and channel is made up of p-type semiconductor, then it is known as p channel FET. Now see, junction field effect transistor JFET. The field effect transistor is semiconductor device which depend for its operation on the control of the current by an electric field. The field effect transistor differs from the bipolar junction transistor in the following important characteristics. First, its operation depends upon the flow of majority carriers only. It is therefore a unipolar one type of carrier device. FET is a unipolar one type of carrier device. It is simpler to fabricate and occupies less space in integrated form. Also, it exhibits high input resistance, typically many mega ohms. Also, it introduces less noise than a bipolar transistor. It has no offset voltage for zero output current. Also, it exhibits better thermal stability compared to a bipolar transistor. It is immune to radiation. So, that is the important characteristic of the field effect transistor. Now, also we discuss here advantages of JFET. A JFET is a voltage control constant current device in which variation in input voltage control the output current. It combines the many advantages of both bipolar junction transistor and vacuum pentode. Now, first advantage of JFET, it has a very high input impedance of the order of 100 mega ohm. These permit high degree of isolation between the input and output circuits, and the operation of JFET depends upon the bulk material current carriers that do not cross junctions. Therefore, the inherent noise of tubes are not present in a JFET. A JFET has a negative temperature coefficient of resistor. This avoid the risk of thermal runaway. A JFET has a very high power gain. This eliminates the necessity of using driver stages, and a JFET has a smaller size, longer life and high efficiency. Now the main disadvantage of the FATE is its relatively small gain bandwidth product in comparison to a bipolar transistor. The junction field effect transistor are of two types, N channel JFET and P channel JFET. Now see in figure, that is N channel JFET. It consists of a channel N type into which two p regions are diffused. See in figure, that is a N channel JFET. Here two p regions are diffused. See in figure. One end of this symmetric structure is called source, that is a source terminal, and the other end is called drain D. The two p regions are connected together to a third terminal called gate. See, these two p regions are here combined together, and here that terminal that is known as a gate G, as shown in figure. The source S is the terminal through which the majority carriers enters the bar. Conventional current entering the bar at S is designated by IS. Drain, the drain D is the terminal through which the majority carriers leave the bar. Conventional current entering the bar at D is designated by ID. The drain to source voltage is called VDS and is positive if D is more positive than S. Now another terminal, that is a gate, on both sides of the N-type bar of figure, heavily doped region of acceptor impurity have been formed by alloying, by diffusion or by other means. These impurity regions are called the gate G. Between the gate and source, voltage is VGS, that is equal to minus VGS is applied in the direction to reverse bias, the PN junction. Conventional current entering the bar at G is designated by IG. So, what is channel? The region in figure of N-type material between the two gate region is the channel through which the majority carriers move from source to drain. Now, what is P channel JFET? It consists of a channel P type into which two N regions are diffused, that is shown in figure. Now, see FATE operation. While discussing the FATE operation, it should be kept in mind that gates are always reverse bias. Hence, gate current IG is practically zero. Second point, that is the source terminal is always connected to that end of the drain supply, which provide the necessary charge carriers. In an ion channel JFET, source terminal S is connected to the negative end of the drain voltage supply for obtaining electrons, while in P channel JFET, S is connected to positive end of the drain voltage supply for getting the holes which flow through the channel. So that is the points which are keep in mind while operating this FET operation. And let us now consider an ion channel JFET and discuss its working when either VGS or VDS for both are checked. Now, when VGS equal to 0 and VDS equal to 0, then what? In this case, drain current ID equal to 0 because VDS equal to 0. The depletion region around the P junction are of equal thickness and symmetrically as shown in figure. When VGS equal to 0 and VDS is increased from 0, then for this purpose the JFET is connected to the VDS supply as shown in figure. Now the electrons which are the majority carriers flow from S to D, whereas conventional drain current ID flows through the channel from D to S. Now the gate to channel bias at any point along the channel is through the channel from D to S. Now the gate to channel bias at any point along the channel is equal to VDS plus VGS, that is the numerical sum of the two voltages. In the present case, external bias VGS equal to 0, hence gate channel reverse bias is provided by VDS alone. Since the value of VDS keeps decreasing due to progressive drop along the channel. As we go from D to S, the gate channel bias also decreases accordingly. It has maximum value in the drain gate region and minimum in the source gate region. Hence, depletion region penetrate more deeply into the channel in the drain gate region than in the source gate region. This explains why the depletion region become wedge-shaped when VDS is applied. Now see principle and working of JFET. The two PN junction at the side form two depletion layers. The current conductivity by charge carriers is through the channel between the two depletion layer and out of the drain. The width and hence resistance of the channel depends upon the area. If X section, the greater the X sectional area of this channel, the lower will be the resistance and the greater will be the current flow through it, which can be controlled by changing the input voltage VGS. The greater the reverse voltage VGS, the wider will be the depletion layer and narrower will be the conducting channel. Reverse will happen should VGS decreases, thus JFET operate on the principle that width and hence the resistance of the conducting channel can be varied by changing the reverse voltage. In other words, the magnitude of drain current ID can be changed by altering VGS. Now see working of JFET. If it is clear from above discussion that current from source to drain can be controlled by the application of potential on the gate. Now the see in figure the gate and source. See, that is a gate terminal and that is a source terminal. That gate and source terminal are connected together. See, both are connected together. The source terminal is connected to the ground. So that is connected to here ground, and the gate and source terminal are connected together. In case of n channel JFET, the drain voltage between drain and source terminal should be positive. See here, that is a positive voltage. Voltage between that drain and source are positive. Let this voltage VDS is applied between this drain and the source terminal. So this voltage VDS should be positive. That means the drain terminal should be more positive than the source terminal. So now once we apply this voltage, then the electrons start flowing from the source terminal to the drain terminal. ID is the current which is flowing into the drain terminal, and IS is the current which is flowing out of the source terminal, and ID equal to IS. Now considering VGS equal to 0 and VDS is positive, then these two PN junction become reverse bias. Due to this reverse bias, the width of the depletion layer increases. Now output characteristic of JFET. Now the curve between drain current ID and drain voltage VDS of a JFET at constant gate source voltage VGS is known as output characteristic of JFET. See here, that is the output characteristic, the curve between ID and VDS, that is shown by here, the output characteristic of JFET. Now at that time gate source voltage VGS is known as the output characteristic of JFET. Now, from figure it is shows that the circuit for determining the output characteristic of JFET. Now keeping VGS, see, that is a VGS, that VGS is kept keeping a fix, that is say 1 volt. Now see, that is a head JFET and having three terminals, that is drain, gate, and that is a source. Source is connected to ground. Now see that VGS is kept fixed at some value, that is 1 volt. The drain source voltage VDS, that VDS is changed in steps from 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, etc. And then corresponding to each value of VDS, drain current ID here, that is a that shows the drain current id is noted. A plot of this value gives the output characteristic of j of it at vgs equal to 1 volt. Repeating similar procedure, output characteristic at the other gate source voltage can be drawn. Now see here from that graph, so along the y-axis that is shown here, that is a drain current, and here that along x-axis, that is voltage between drain and source, that is a VDS. Now at first the drain current id rises. See that drain current id rises rapidly with drain source voltage VDS, but then becomes constant. See here, that is shown, that is a rapidly rises the drain current, then it becomes shown here, that is a constant at shown in figure. So the drain source voltage above which drain current become constant is known as pinch off voltage. In figure, OA is a pinch off voltage. After pinch off voltage, the channel width becomes so narrow that depletion layer almost touch each other. The drain current passes through the small passage between these layers. Therefore, increase in drain current is small with VDS, that is voltage drain source, above pinch off voltage. Consequently, drain current remain constant, ID remain constant, and the characteristic resemble that of pentode wall. Now, now, now we have already discussed about the difference between JFET and bipolar junction transistor, also importance of JFET and advantages of JFET and types of JFET. Also, we have seen here the output characteristic of JFET. Thank you.